Hey, thank y'all for watching.
That was country.
What?
Good morning.
Hey, thank y'all for watching on replay on Instagram TV and Facebook and YouTube. We appreciate it. Hashtag replay below so we know that you're
always
watching.
let us know when you're watching it on replay. Y'all got really, really good about doing that for a while there, and then you just quit doing it. But we love to know when you're watching it on replay, mainly because we like to see, like, what is the reach here? Like, so we really appreciate that. But good morning, everyone. We're glad you're here. It feels crooked to me. And you're always sitting...
I think you've been watching too much.
No, not that way.
I think you've been watching too much...
What?
Ozark, because everything's crooked. Get it?
Do you want me to call you out when they don't work? No. Do you want me to call you out?
It's okay. I think
it didn't work.
I think you're saying that in front of my cousin Jackie. That's very rude. Good morning, Jackie.
Good morning to Oklahoma and Mooresville, North Carolina.
North Carolina, Corpus Christi.
So glad that you're here. I'm getting this ready for David Radke so he can look. There you go.
Thank y'all for tuning in this morning. And as always, we have to tell you this all the time. Make sure you're sharing Raz and Radke. So especially during this time where people's schedules are different and they're looking for something to kind of break the monotony of everything going on in the world, make sure you share. We have some news about yesterday that is actually kind of heartbreaking.
Yeah.
You can do it.
Well, yeah, you know what? You're such an ambulance chaser this morning. I don't know if y'all have ever heard that term.
I was speaking.
No, you're trying.
You're
not. I know when you're speaking and it's not, and it doesn't mean anything.
You were trying to grab my ambulance and then call me the ambulance chaser.
Okay. Do you want to cover it? You're covering all the bases. Go for it, Big Daddy.
No, go ahead.
He likes it when I call him Big Daddy. Okay. Anyway,
hello
from Ohio. Ohio is here. Orangeburg, South Carolina is here. Michigan and Minnesota and El Campo, Texas. You know what, Carly Jones? Every single time I wear this shirt, someone says, "Oh, I love your shirt." Now, granted, you could be talking to David, which he looks adorable in this. But every time I wear this, somebody says that they love this shirt. And first of all, I spilled coffee on it right there. But this shirt, I got it, I think, off the rack at TJ Maxx. I'm not kidding you, probably 7 years ago. It's one of those shirts that's supposed to look all beaten up, and boy, does it. But it's so comfortable, but I paid like nothing for it. That's just such a woman thing, and I know you could care less. Although, your bells and whistles should have gone off when you heard I paid nothing for it. God knows you'd be happy about that.
Hey, speaking of paying nothing for clothing, go check out melissaradke.com.
That was an incredible segue.
You like that? melissaradke.com/shop. Melissa has purged her closet. And y'all, you've got to help me out. We have got to get all these dang clothes out of our house.
Well, here's the thing.
There's over 200 items.
Don't all go at one time, for the love of Jiminy Cricket. Don't all go at one time, because it keeps shutting down our website. So don't go all at one time.
No, everybody go. If you want to go. And if by chance you crash it, come back. Because that's what I'll get to be doing all day today.
That's right. Every time it freaking crashes, he's got to handle it all day long. But here's the thing. I am selling a dress, and it has not sold yet. And we've sold quite a lot of clothes off of that site already. And I have a dress that hasn't sold, and I don't understand why. Now, granted, I'm getting rid of it. And granted, it has tags on it. It's never been worn ever. It is like off-white, and it's got gold sequins all over it, and it's short. And I bought it to wear in Vegas for his 40th birthday. I took him to Vegas to see Maroon 5. And I don't know what possessed me to think that this dress would be appropriate for that. Shout out to my cousin Meredith, who said, "Oh no, I'm sure everybody will be wearing that." Which is something, because Meredith and I were both raised in the backwoods. We've never dressed up a day in our life. So I bought this dress and I took it to Vegas, and then I see like people like wear, like out of our hotel room. We stayed at the really nice one with the fountains, the Bellagio. And I could see everybody lining up, and they were all in like boots and jeans and leather jackets, and I tossed that baby right back in my suitcase, and it's never been on tags. Nobody will buy it. Why? Don't y'all have anything going on exciting in your life? Oh, Beverly Platt is being quarantined in Fredericksburg. Oh, no green today, Patricia said. I completely forgot.
I didn't.
Why didn't you wear green?
I did.
Oh, let me see him, David. Oh, my God. David,
It's Tuesday.
It's Tuesday, everybody. He's got on his green underwear. All right. Oh my gosh, I don't have on any green. Not anywhere. I'm an idiot. I completely forgot.
You're still pinched?
Yeah, you're supposed to pinch people.
Your eyes have a pretty green.
David, shut up. You know I don't have any makeup and my eyes don't stand out. Oh, David, stop it.
We've been preparing for St. Patrick's Day for months. See that wall?
See that wall? That's right. Hey, thank you all so much for being a good friend to me yesterday and getting on at 3 p.m. Central Standard Time.
That was the bad news I was going to share.
When I've got to tell y'all what she said. When my daughter got online and did Lemonade. So that is now the name of her Facebook, which is under my Facebook. She ain't getting a Facebook. But it's called Lemonade.
That's a name she's had for a
She's
while.
wanted to use that name forever because she brings aid and assistance to people.
But she's refreshing like the drink.
Is that what she said? Probably she did. But anyway, y'all, some of you got on yesterday and you got on with your kiddos and you talked to her, and some of you got on because you just love her and you love me and you wanted to be friendly. So thank y'all so much. It made her day. But last night I'm in their bathroom washing my face before bed, and she comes in there and she goes like this. She goes, Mama, your Rise and Radke had 20,000 views yesterday, which is usually about what we have when you add in Instagram and YouTube and all that. And she goes, your Rise and Radke had 20,000 views yesterday, Mom. And I said, I know. I know, Remy. And you can work up to that. You can work up to that after you build a following. And you love people and you give back to them. And it's a give and take. It's a give and take, you know. And you can build up to that. And she goes, I do want to build up to that. Because yesterday I had my first Lemonade, and so far it's had 18,000 views. And I would love, and I went, stop! What did you just say? By the end of the day, that kid had almost 18,000 views. Now, David, you're my manager, and I'm going to need you to handle that. That is not okay.
The problem is I'm also her manager.
You ain't got nothing to manage with her, but this is a full-time job.
She actually, her numbers yesterday for her live actually exceeded Rise and Radke at this point. So she had more views yesterday than me.
Maybe it's probably because people thought she was going to crash and burn, but they know that's not going to happen with us. They know we're not going to crash and burn, that we're going to bring forth a life.
So
I can't be in competition with my own daughter. It goes against everything I'm made of. David.
So today, again at 3 o'clock, check out Lemonade.
Today, bring your kiddos. She's going to be doing a tutorial on how to make a snack. Because the other night, she was making this, and we were like, wow, you are putting some time into it. And she goes, I think I need to teach people how to do this. Araceli and Sarah, I saw that comment, and I swear if I ever meet you in a dark alley, I'm not going to social distance myself.
I'm going to shake your hand.
I'm going to shake your hand. Okay. Well, Tuesday, as we told you guys, we're gonna try some different formats. I know yesterday we said that too, and then y'all are like, I didn't feel like yesterday was a different format than y'all have ever done ever.
I just feel like you talked for an extreme lengthy amount of time. And
you may feel that way today as well, but today it's Tuesday Trending Topics, and so we're gonna talk to you about some trending topics. Now, David's thoughts on this were, I don't want to do that. All the trending topics are sad, and the trending topics are like Corona, and everybody knows about it. Okay, true enough, but it's still a trending topic, and if it matters to the world, and it matters to you guys, and it matters to us, and so I think we should just talk about it. So, there's this thing called the coronavirus. How do we do this?
Have you heard of this?
I mean, I know it's a big deal right now. Yesterday,
Well, I'd like to point out one thing before we dive into this.
Okay.
Last week, early in the week, I'll have to go back and look. Somebody mentioned actually on this show.
Oh, here we go. He's already brought this up twice at the house.
On this show, that the key to stopping this is going to be social distancing. I believe I was ridiculed and I was made fun of for my nerdiness because I talked about talked about the extreme tragedy in 1918. But what do you know?
What do you know?
Social distancing is all you hear everywhere.
Okay, get to the part where now you want to bring up something that happened in the hospitals in 1918 or whatever.
Another thing just to be thinking of in 1918, they also did a study that the people that were actually treated outside, so they had fresh air, they had sunlight, the results were, she's putting her head in the oven, but you got to put your hand over so they can see the knob going. They had a much better response than the ones inside. So, social distancing, we know you're staying at home, but if you can spend some time outside, enjoy the sun, enjoy the fresh air, do not inhale gas fumes.
Stop it! Enough with it. Here's the deal. Yesterday I'm sure that you guys have seen this. It was going around online, and it was this COVID-19 daily schedule for your children. And I mocked it until I needed to use it. I mocked it. I'm like, why are we giving our kids freaking schedules like they have to be entertained every single second of the day? They don't. They're going to be fine. And then I spent a day at home with them. And the truth is, my kids don't need to be entertained every minute of the day, but my kids, and probably yours as well, just do better with structure. So I made it was online, and I can share it later if you want, but I made a schedule for my kids. So right now, they have to be up by 8:15, and they get up the minute we come over here, they're up. Is that a little later than normal? Yes, but I'm not,
But it's also not 10 o'clock.
Right. So they're up at 8:15. By the time we get back home, which is about 9 o'clock, they have to be dressed for the day. They have to have bathed. They have to have eaten breakfast, ready to go at 9. From 9 to 10, we went on a walk. We took the dog on a walk. We went walking for about an hour. We came home at 10. They sat down at the kitchen table and they did schoolwork. Do I know what I'm doing with schoolwork? Absolutely not. My kids would be dumb as hair if I tried to teach them at home. We all know this, okay? I ain't embarrassed to say it. But there's so many things that are being offered online. So Remy got on brainzilla.com yesterday, and she did Sudoku, and she did crossword puzzles, and she did riddles, and anything to keep their mind fresh. We had quiet time where they just read on their beds. We had creative time where Remy did Remonade and Rocco he drew and he colored and did all the things. Today they're baking a pie for our family. They're going to bake for the first time, and I'll be in the kitchen, and that's their creative time. So that's kind of what we're doing, and I know that it's hard, but I wanted to talk to you guys about it and ask you your feelings. Yesterday I saw a thing posted, and it was talking about to be careful with teachers right now because they're about to go into uncharted waters, which, first of all, why do we have to put up anything that says be nice to teachers? We've spent one day at home with our kids, okay? We should roll out red carpet for teachers. We should massage teachers manually when we see them in the stores. But anyway.
That sounded very weird.
Well, have you ever been massaged manually in a store? I have. And it ain't bad. Anyway.
What store were you with?
But Spencer's Gifts, but still. Anyway. Remember that store?
Spencer's.
But they were talking about the teachers are about to do this thing called remote teaching. Is that what we have? Remote teaching. Have I missed something?
Is that like they sit down and teach the kids how to use a remote? I think most of the kids
know how to do that. No, but have I missed something? Like, are we about to do that? Like, I thought we were just waiting on the call to know when they go back to school.
I think several school districts and I don't know, maybe private schools more than public, they have the ability to do some of their stuff online or to remote teach, like through virtual classrooms and stuff like that. So I assume they're talking about that. Okay, because we haven't heard that with our local school district. Doesn't mean that it's not coming.
Because I'm going to tell y'all something. If these teachers teach these kids every single day, and then they were told they're not teaching the kids, and then they were told you are teaching the kids, but you're doing it in a new format, and you're going to do it remotely from your own home, we can't pay them enough. We can't pay them or love them. I can't make them enough carrot cakes. I would never do that. I would never do that. I would never make anybody a carrot cake unless I hated that person. I can't make them enough banana bread to make this all okay.
That moved quick, but it was Helen or Helena. My apologies. She said their schools are officially closed till September.
What? No way.
I have heard when I believe it was a CDC recommendation yesterday said now it's groups of 10, and for the next 8 weeks, I don't know if it was directly tied to that, but then like the schools are, whoever's like over the state board of education or whatever here in Texas, sent a letter to superintendent saying that is a possibility. Not anything official yet, but it's a possibility that may be out. And I loved what your friend say online.
It was Susanna. Susanna Lewis wrote. I don't know if it was her who put it. And somebody on here just put it too. They said, one day, I spent one day with these dadgum kids, them learning their Common Core. They're about to learn to carry the freaking one. Okay? From their new homeschool teacher. But honestly, David and I had talked about homeschool for a little while there when we weren't sure what the show would do. If the show would continue, would we need to homeschool our kids? I have zero problem with homeschool. I think that people that do it are brave and talented. They're probably gifted in that area. I don't think I've ever run into a homeschool mom ever who's been like, I homeschool my kids and they are so dumb. But then so am I. I flunked out. I mean, like, they're gifted in that, you know? And I think it's wonderful, but I am not equipped.
I think some kids could learn even better in a different structure.
Yeah.
And
we thought about that with Radke.
One, if not both of our kids are kind of like that they might actually learn in a less, I don't want to say structured, but I mean just in the classroom type environment.
But the other thing I was going to say to you guys is this. Yesterday I posted something online and I instantly regretted posting it, but because everybody wrote about, oh, you're so sweet, Melissa. That's so kind, Melissa. But the truth is, anybody that knows me knows I'm a lot of things. And I'm going to be I'll be really honest. I am funny, and I am talented, and I am creative, and I am bossy, and I am, what else, David?
Controlling, dramatic.
Dramatic. I'm going to go with dramatic. I'm going to go with dramatic. You shut your mouth right now. I'm not controlling. Anyway, I am those things. But here are words that have never been used to describe me. Sweet, tender, caring.
Kind, thoughtful,
okay,
generous.
I'm going to go with generous, okay? I'm going to knock down those other words. So instantly I regretted putting it up, but I didn't have any other way to kind of share this with such a broad reach as I would with my platform. And it was, if you guys watching right now, you started following me because your mom lives in this area or your grandmother lives in this area and they've told y'all about me, and so you've started following me. I just wanted you to know that the Radkes ain't got a lot going on. And we are more than willing to pick up groceries for your parents. If you can't get to your aging parents, or you can't pick up their prescription for them, or you live in Tyler, or you live in Houston and you can't get down to the Lufkin area, Lufkin is a huge retirement town. So we have a lot of aging families that live here. And I put that online yesterday, and nobody reached out to me. Nobody.
Well, you did have 3 or 4 people that reached out that do have parents here.
But they don't need anything.
They don't have an immediate need, but they are keeping us, informed if they do need something.
Yeah.
And what I hope, and if you've watched this for long, you know that was a very genuine post. I mean, there wasn't anything behind that. But, I mean, there was heart behind it. But I hope that it would encourage others to do the same in their community. No matter what the following is or those kind of things, post it, share, email, whatever the case is in your area, that you would do something similar if if your health and situation, are able to do it, that you can go help someone else like that too.
The thing that completely made my day, and her name is right here. I want to get her name. You sent it to me. Oh, here she is. Demi? Do you think it's Demi? Mm-hmm. Demee. Okay, so here was the most exciting thing yesterday after I posted that. Demi Martinez, who she is a college student, and she's not having college classes right now, and she lives somewhat locally, and she emailed me and she said, Miss Melissa, I watch you. I saw what you put online. Please let me help you. I'll be able to take off work if I need to, whatever I need to do, but please let me help you deliver medicine to people, or deliver mail to people, or help people go and run and pay their bills, or, because a lot of aging people, like elderly people, they still go by the gas company and pay their bill or whatever. Like, I'll help you do that. And I thought, now see, that makes me happy. I wish people would take me up on my offer and let me do something for them, but that makes me happy that other people are wanting to do it as well.
Right.
And she's a young college student. So anyway, whatever we can do, I'm finding that people are coming up with some of the most creative ideas to do in their communities, in their town, to help other people out. And I would just like to encourage you guys to think along the same lines. What can you and your kiddos, I know you're quarantined, but you're not as quarantined as some who are 60 plus years old. What can we do to help out in our neighborhoods? And when you find out what that is, let us know. We want to talk about it on here. Okay, we want to give a shout out to you and a salute to you for doing that kind of things. What better time to do something for our neighbors and our communities and letting our kids see it. Letting our kids see it. So there's a challenge to all of y'all.
We need, that because we're going through this right now, we absolutely need to practice the social distancing, but we don't need to just be held up in our homes and isolate ourselves from everything. So we talked about, having the social aspect, even of, a silly show like this or what Remy's doing. You need to have that interaction. It's very important. So as we're practicing social distancing, I also think we should practice social awareness as far as what are the needs and what can we do, even with the circumstances, what are we able to do? So let's practice social distancing, but also social awareness.
Okay, so then we go from an email from Demi Martinez to this next trending topic. Okay, we go from one millennial to the next. Now, I don't know how old Demi Martinez is. She said college. I'm assuming college student, but hey, she could be 47 and going back to college. Yay for her if she is. But we go from one probably millennial to another. And this trending topic is from 22-year-old Ava Louise is her name. I say we call her by her name. I think she's deemed that, calling her by name. Ava Louise, who decided that now she was listed in this news article as being an aspiring influencer. Okay?
Does that mean she has 4 followers?
I don't know. I'm sure she has more after this, but she is an aspiring influencer. I don't know why you would aspire to do that. It comes with great responsibility. People follow you. You have sway and clout into their lives. Freaking use it wisely, Ava Louise. But I digress. She went viral on TikTok, which is the devil's app, by going into a plain bathroom and licking the toilet seat. She called it the Corona Challenge. As of yet, no one has picked up on that challenge. But she went viral by licking a plain toilet seat.
When you say she went viral, are you saying a lot of people watched her video, or she got a virus by licking?
I think that was her thing. I think that was her whole thing. That was the joke. I'm going to go viral by licking a plain. What are we doing? Where are Ava Louise's parents? I must say something to them. I mean, what in the Sam Hill is going on, y'all? Yesterday, I told Remy, she was like, I said, Remy, listen to me. Well, if people start following you, that's a big responsibility, okay? That means they want, and especially if it's young girls, preteen girls, and their moms follow me, and then they want to follow you. That's a pretty big deal, and you have to, handle that seriously. It's not to just be careless with it and just for fluff, right? It's important. And she's like, I know, Mom. And what did she say about the White House? They can send letters. Remember I said, if I have to go, I would love to go watch Rocco go play baseball at Vanderbilt one day. And I said, or watch you, Remy, at Vanderbilt. She said, you can come watch me in the White House.
She said when she got home, we were all laying on the bed, and she said, you got to keep leaning this way.
Oh, sorry.
She was laying on the bed going, will it be like this when I come home from college?
Oh,
and
that's
I
right.
saw
That's
piling
right.
in there, and I said, yeah, but then in a couple of years, we'll have to go visit Rocco in spring training
At Vanderbilt.
And that's when she said, well, y'all can come visit me in the White House.
And that's what she said yesterday. I said, that's really important. She said, I know, Mom, and they can send their letters to me to the care of the White House. That's what she said yesterday. So anyway, that was a trending topic. I thought when we decided to do Tuesday trending topics, I wanted to say, what are the trending topics? And it was coronavirus, woman licks plane seat. So this is where we're at. But honestly, I have great hope. I think that people are coming together, honestly, in a way that I haven't seen in years. And at a time when everyone is so divided, oh my gosh, we might be more all alike than we thought. What a wonderful thought. So I started a hashtag yesterday, you're free to use it, called Community Over Corona. And I say we use that for everything. Let's just use hashtag Community Over Corona. I think that's the most important thing. Okay.
Hey, and let me say this, because it went by pretty fast, but I believe someone's mother was diagnosed with pancreatic cancer. And so as we're going through this, and it's horrific, let's don't forget, again, this is kind of toward the social awareness. Let's don't forget that life is still moving on. It's very different. It's very modified. But people are still being diagnosed with cancer.
They're still getting divorced.
People are still having problems in their marriage. People are still having financial problems. Actually, even more people are having financial problems, most likely. So again, let's not just lock ourselves in and forget the world exists, but let's be aware of what's going on other than just this terrible virus right now.
That's good, baby. On that note, we're going to end with this. I have two very important housekeeping items to share with you guys, and it's this. Tomorrow, I told you guys this yesterday, and I want to reiterate it. Tomorrow's Rise and Radke is all about you. We want to hear from you, and all it takes is an email to melissa@melissaradke.com. But we are going to sit here and probably laugh our butts off sometimes and then probably cry sometimes. But we're going to answer your questions. And it's not questions about us or about our kids, although if you've got those, we'll be happy to do that as well. But really, they're what we're hoping is it's more like, what is it you're dealing with right now? What is that argument between you and your husband about over the toothpaste that you just can't seem to settle? Like, we want to talk about it. We want to talk about the silly things. We want to talk about the serious things, but they're your things. They're things that are important to you. And we want some of them to be really, good. And we want some of them to be really funny. And we're going to handle both of those. I already have 3 emails that have been sent in. And we've got everything from literally a missing sock in the house that nobody, that's a funny one. And then we've got infidelity. We've got the gamut of things. So if you have a question or a concern, what's concerning you, what's going on in your world right now, and you want our take on it, I can't imagine why you would, but here we are nonetheless. Melissa@melissaradke.com. And then on Friday, we're going to do shout outs. So if you want to make sure that your bestie knows happy birthday to her, or it's your anniversary, if you want to shout out to your mom because she just got diagnosed with cancer and you want her to know you love her, let us know what your shout outs are. Again, Melissa@melissaradke.com. We're going to shout the crap out of Fridays. Okay? That's it for us.
3 o'clock today, Lemonade.
I will tell you this. I have a quote, and it's a really funny quote, and it's really cute, but it's not appropriate for today. Instead, I just wanted to tell y'all, there is a scripture. David, I don't know where it's found. You'll have to figure out where it's found. But it's, don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God your needs, and do not forget to thank Him for His answers. I first learned that. It sat on the corner of my dad's desk when I was growing up. And I remember coming in from school one day crying. And I sat up in his lap, curled up in his lap. And he picked that up off the corner of his desk. And he said, maybe you need this to sit on your desk for a while. And that was what it said. Don't worry about anything. Instead, pray about everything. Tell God your needs. And don't forget to thank Him for His answers. And he let me have that. And I went to my room and I sat it on my dresser. And I memorized that at a very young age. And maybe that's what we all need to remember today. Because there will be an answer, and there will be a time to give thanks. So, there you have it. There's your quote for the day. Anything else?
I don't think so.
How we went from Ava Louise licking that toilet seat to scripture. That only can be done by professionals.
Do not try that.
Don't attempt it at home. Don't go from toilet seat to scripture, okay? That's only us. We can handle that. All right. Bye, guys. Love y'all. See you tomorrow.
Have a good day.